Thank you so much for 10K pizza people, and I just wanted to start uploading compilations of all the shorts I've been making so far, and I want you guys to let me know how powerful you would be in fiction. Until next time, my name is Tine, peace, and I will see you pizza people on the other side of the slice. We move! Okay, so this one asks you, would you rather have Spider-Man's senses and powers, or would you have Batman's intelligence and money? Gotta be real, I'm going with Spider-Man on this one. First of all, it would be phenomenal to be as smart as Batman, but I'm not trying to be a detective. Two, it'd be great to have all the money that Batman has, but that comes with a lot of enemies just as much. Like, Batman has had the fake Bruce's death way too many times for me to want to be a rich millionaire in the public eye. Yes, I know Peter Parker / Spider-Man is pretty broke. Honestly, who says I have to be as much of an original good guy as the original Spider-Man? Got spider strength, speed, and senses, bro. I could actually rob people and nobody would have to know about it. It could be like a hella low-key thing. Now I'd rather be hella OP on the low than be hella rich in everybody's faces and have a target on my back. Spider-Man powers all day. Swinging looks fun as hell. Out of all of these masters in fiction, which one would you let train you? Light work Batman all the way. Love him or hate him, right? Batman more or less has an okay track record when it comes to students that he personally trained himself, even though they're all traumatized. Each Robin has come out better, stronger, mentally more isolated, and ready to take on the streets of Gotham. You know what it takes to make a 16-year-old ready for all of that? And assuming I'm a human starting from base level, right? There's not a lot of other things that these masters can do with me if I'm not special already. Batman's taking me from the streets. Don't bring up Jason Todd, every other Robin's more or less okay. Okay, so out of all the Titan shifters in Attack on Titan, which ability would you want from all of them? Honestly, for me, I'm going with the Jaw Titan. It has speed, endurance, agility, all the things you really need to win a lot of these Titans fights if you look within the series. Yeah, sure, a lot of the other Titans have that size that gives them that advantage, and they have other abilities, right? But all of that goes out the window when the fight really only ends with them just beating you up. The Jaw Titan could slide in there, bite you, and get the hell out of there before anything bad gets too bad. But honestly, I want none of the trauma that comes with having the Attack Titan or the Founding Titan. I'm good on that. You know, in Attack on Titan, if you don't have a fast enough Titan, you're basically meant to get smoked, because this anime has so much BS that goes on all the time that if you're not able to get out of there, you're done. Okay, so out of all the Naruto clans, which one would you join? First of all, I like to think about these things logically, so I gotta go with the Hyuga. First of all, they're one of the only clans that are still fully intact and alive. Yeah, they got issues with the whole way that they kind of run like their household with the upper and the lower branch or whatever, but I can get past that because the Uchiha got smoked like by their own internal issues, and it led to more BS down the line. The Uzumakis, people started biting on them because they healed people and they used them for their abilities, but the Hyuga, they turned out alright. Plus, their abilities are the most useful in real life. Seeing Aijutsu alone could stop so many ops from pulling up on you just by the activation of you squinting your eyes a little bit. Yeah, you look kind of creepy, but I can get over that. Okay, out of all the breathing styles in Demon Slayer, which one would you choose? Okay, for me, it easily has to be the lightning / thunder breathing style. Yes, every other style is unique in its own way and how it fights, but something about the thunder and lightning just one-shotting damn near anything it comes across is crazy as hell to me. You can't tell me that if Zenitsu didn't have to be asleep to bring out the full extent of his powers, he wouldn't be an issue for almost all of the threats that a lot of them end up facing, bro. Like, the fact that he has so much raw strength and speed off of one attack is crazy. I would definitely be a thunder / lightning breathing slayer. Okay, so out of all the Ben 10 aliens, which one would you be if you had to be one permanently? Go. Light work, I'm going with Ditto, because Ditto is like a permanent shadow clone jutsu, and he would be the most useful on a day-to-day basis. Like, a lot of the other aliens are useful if you want to like throw hands or whatever, but the other ones that are useful in real life come with a lot of disadvantages, like gray matter. Like, I would choose him so you could be hella smart, but you would have to be hella small for the rest of your life. Hell no. But if I was Ditto, I would be able to multiply myself so much that I could accomplish so many tasks, bro. And no matter what, if somebody tried to pull up on me, I could jump them with all of my homies that are all of me's. I'm never getting lonely. A lot of the other aliens are either pretty gross, they look hella disgusting, there's no in between. Okay, so out of these four, which anime eye would you choose? I'm choosing the 6th eye so I can live life on easy mode. Like, do y'all not realize how much of a hack it is to basically be invincible because of the fact that no one can actually touch you for real unless you want them to? Think of the 6th eyes as something that gives you a power up so good that you can process cursed energy at such a fast rate that it's almost like you got ultra instinct and the super jacked up Byakugan. All the other eyes, it either takes too long to activate, you either don't really get enough enough of a buff, or you have to know Nin in order to do it in the first place, and then it's so hard to master. Six Eyes made Gojo so OP that they had to nerf him in order to keep running on with the story so far. So out of all of these options, which anime demon would you choose to have inside of you? Personally for me, I'm going with the Chainsaw Man demon as mine. First of all, it's one of the only demons on this actual list that lets you use their power voluntarily without y'all having to have some inner battle for you to be able to like power up, you know what I mean? You can just pull the cord and get the throwing hands. Basically all these other options, I have to overcome some personal struggles in order to be OP. Kuna doesn't even want to help you like that. Hell, he might even want to kill you himself. If you look at Naruto for real, Kuruma was really just a bratty fox. The Hollow is just Sukuna, but a little bit more personal. Asta's is just his adopted brother. Imagine for 1 second how much you could wild out having chainsaws all over your body. Hell yeah. If you broke into Area 51 and you could only take 2 weapons, which one out of this list are you taking? Honestly, for me, I'm taking the Sharingan and I'm taking the Jedi lightsaber. First, my main reason is because I don't want me to be breaking out of Area 51 to just be light work. I want it to be a fun, fair fight, and the only way to do that is to be dodging people and reading their movements with a lightsaber. It'll look hella cool on paper, especially if you've seen the Star Wars anime. The Pokeball is basically a lotto pick. Intense Watch makes it too easy. I wouldn't even know if I was worthy of Thor's hammer. Same with the Green Lantern ring. And if I had the Death Note, I would actually have to know everybody's names as I'm trying to break out. It wouldn't be that helpful. Don't forget the Thanos Gauntlet might kill you also. Sharingan and lightsaber so I can be a space ninja for real. Okay, so out of all 4 nations in Avatar, which one would you be? Personally, for me, I gotta go with the Airbenders. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like airbending isn't low-key the rawest element to have, bro, when you really want to use it. Like, low-key, if you see how much of the cool stuff that Aang was pulling off, bro, you would realize that if the Air Nation was in the series, they would probably be hella OP. Even though Aang is a special case because he is the Avatar and all that. You can see with the new Air Nation and Korra that they're low-key kind of that support class of benders that are hella good at defending, but could be hella OP when they counterattack. Like you saw with Tenzin versus Zahir, right? That like Tenzin was low-key going crazy on Zahir until all of his homies had to pull up and jump Tenzin. Like, here was a deadly case showing us that if he really wanted to, he could take your breathing away and kill you. Like, airbenders are hella scary. I would definitely want to be them. Out of all of the nin abilities from Hunter x Hunter, which one would you have from this list? Skill Hunter, Pain Packer, and Holy Chain. All combined together make you one of the most OP hunters in existence. Hell, even if you didn't get all 3 and you just got 1 each. You can even see with Skill Hunter, right? The conditions required to activate it, you could probably get them done pretty fast, and by the time the person realizes you're still in their skill, you've already got it in the palm of your book. And even if you get damaged in battle, you have the Pain Packer to back you up because it dishes out everything you just took and more and burns them to death. Then it gives you an armor that will protect you from that exact sun that you conjured up based off the pain you just took. And then after taking all that pain, you got the Holy Chain that comes up clutch right behind that. Basically an infinite regen hunter that dishes out everything he takes. If you could take one ability from Naruto to have in real life, which one would it be? Shadow clones would literally make your life easy mode. Naruto was able to train in like 3 different things at the same time, all because he was able to spawn so many shadow clones. Even though it was a pretty big scumbag thing to do, he did send a shadow clone to his daughter's birthday party while he stayed behind and worked. No matter how you look at it, that's pretty convenient on a day-to-day basis. A lot of the other options on this list, they would require me to have to be throwing hands or have to be in the government or something because people would seek out my power from being too OP. Only other thing I would have is Obito's eyes, but that only helps me. The shadow clones, I can use that for a variety of reasons. I know he not to be going crazy with those shadow clones. Plus, I would definitely be jumping random people, I'll be honest. Okay, so out of all of Goku's abilities, which one would you choose? For the pure sake, I know I'm not gonna be throwing hands like that. I'm going with the instant transmission. Obviously, if you look at a lot of other Goku's abilities, it requires either you having to charge up the spirit bomb, so it takes a couple minutes, and I don't even know if people are gonna mess with me like that to give me the energy. Kaioken is a big risk because even though I double my power, I'm still gonna mess up my body in the end. It's basically a super steroid. Honestly, gas prices have been going up, bro, so instant transmission would help me out a lot. I will admit, the child in me would definitely choose the Kamehameha because after using the Kamehameha in Fortnite, bro, I know that in real life, I would be hella OD with that, just running up and using it on people like that. I'm definitely the type of villain that'll go blow up a Walgreens or something like that. What power system would you bring into real life for everyone to have if you could? Light work, I'm going with bending. Honestly, because Avatar has kind of already shown what would happen if everyone in the world had powers, and kind of how a world like that would function, where people could just shoot fire and push air and move water and move earth on a regular basis day to day. We kind of saw that while they did kind of have problems with one nation, such as the Fire Nation, trying to take over everybody and trying to rule everything. It'd be the first time someone tried to do that in history. We see that in modern times that everything kind of worked out and they were able to figure out a system for all benders to exist peacefully together. A lot of these other options, such as servants or the Death Note, would result in mass casualties and people would be getting smoked on the daily. I'd rather just bend the elements and be chilling, bro.